Hey guys, we're going to look at a handicap game I just played. And I'm imagining two types of people listening. One person, oh, another handicap game. I don't get much out of those. Versus the person that's like understanding there's a meaning behind this. I didn't say that well, but there's a reason I do this. I get excited by these because, yeah, searching for the move. Anyway, here we go. Uh, Now, I have a particular reason to remind you that in these games, I always start at A, settle my group. Once I'm settled, move down to B, settle my group. Once I'm settled, move to one of the three threes and settle. Then the game starts. That alone, I think you'll find very educational if you follow that. Okay. So boom, 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 settled here. Okay, well, all of a sudden, my A plan doesn't work because that's a difficult area. So in other words, if he were to play here, this is a regular easy move. But now it's not. So I need to move to another knight's move approach. That leaves me with A, B, or C. Because E is a statement of building something, which I don't want to do because that's a competition on points. So this seemed, notice C, black has help on the bottom. So his stones are working together well. Here, that's not the case. So there's a reason to choose one over the other. That part quite likely is obvious to you. Here. Okay. Then we do a 3-3. There's only one left. There's an obvious one left. His first mistake, letting me out. Very nice to get out. Okay. Now the game starts. I've mentioned so many times that setting up the board, regardless of the position, meaning doing those first three things, regardless of does he have a big wall? Is he creating a moyo? Just don't worry about it. I think that's educational. Also, did you know that regardless and irregardless have the same definition? It got in the dictionary, gosh, we're going back 30 years, I think. Okay, so where to? Well, bottom, that's the biggest area. And we want size and ease. Well, A is closer to B and further from C. A is not an overextension from B. A is an overextension from C. So come on in. I could have chose the shoulder hit here, and I honestly don't know which one's better. Is my move too much inside? Well, let's put a black stone here. I would not play this now. I would totally do the shoulder hit. I'm behind enemy lines. Black is thick. Just way trouble. But here I'm seeing the Atari, and he's just less thick. Now, we must be talking about intuition here, but it just felt reasonable to me. He plays this way. I'm going to ignore and defend the bottom area. A, B, C, these are all reasonable ways to get out. D, extend and then get out. Seems reasonable. But if I play D, then my Atari at E is not. He can just kill it. So I played all the way to ask him about his cut. He fixes, so I get out. Oh, I start here because this means he doesn't have an eye there. So now when I play here, he doesn't have that eye. So I get out and out. I'm quite willing to give up that stone, but I don't need to. I'm happy to save it. I assumed I was going to play here till I realized, oh, I can save. He can't cut me. Okay, all going well. And time to save the cut. There's a few ways of saving it. This one's biggest. Still have to save the cut? Well, I spent time getting myself out with A. So if he cuts me, I'm okay on both sides. He tries it. Keep going. I'm connected. And I can get out since he's weak there. And I can live in the corner. Okay. And now I can't get out, so go ahead and fix. And now he's made himself thick on the A side. He's made himself thick on the B side. So I better get out. I thought that was a very logical flow for the opening. Now, of course, white's only doing well because of black's mistakes. But it's good to see both. Now, when you're in this position, you're looking at the A group. It has no eyes. It has a gote eye and another gote eye. So you can say that he has won. He tries cutting, it doesn't work. Just get out. Okay. How's our A situation? If he was one step closer, then I believe he could split me, but I don't believe he can here. So I have time to cut. Remember, that group of his, not alive. Here, I would like to do some sort of connection to make sure I'm nice and strong there. But I also don't want him getting an eye. So I didn't have time to figure it all out. So I just played the killing move. It seemed to work. I could also play it this way, but I want to keep the liberties on the two A stones tight because that's how he's going to cut me, is by his A stones doing something. So keep the liberties tight there. And I'm connected. He connects in Gote, and I believe he's dead as it is. But I go ahead and kill him just because I don't want to read it out. Don't take the stone. That's a ko, right? If we take, it's not necessarily an I. So drop down, now we're alive. Death in Gote. Just one eye. So where to for white? Well, I've got an A group that no one's played anywhere near. It's fine, no changes. I've got my B group with a whole bunch of C thickness nearby. The B group will not be running out. B's options are limited. So I want B and D to be the same group. So I basically play this. Now they're connected. But I do it this way because it leaves all this stuff behind. I can live in the corner now. It's down. I'm still not alive, particularly. Anyway, I want to close the skirt. And black's shape in the upper right, the easiest way for the 3-3 to work is if you have the two A stones and B, then the 3-3 just works. So that's another reason I like to come down here. Okay. Next, earlier there had been no changes around A, but now he's got a bunch of B stones, which really they affect the C group mostly. And yes, his D group is dead, but it's got a whole bunch of liberties. My C group is also dead. At the moment, it has more liberties. But if I don't do anything and he starts working over here and does a splitting attack, I could start losing liberties real fast. So I do the same thing here, strengthen myself while leaving the corner open. That's just a silly move. This move is almost always wrong. But here, it's like, well, the whole point is to get strong. And if he plays something like this, I may not have two eyes, and then I have to run. My other group's not. So it's good time to stabilize. And I love the points, of course. This corner's been big for a long time. Seems biggest. I actually questioned this because this is Sente, right? I want my group settled and very likely double Sente. And if that's the case, then I should play here first. This looks big, but maybe the top's bigger. But anyway, it's here. And now I start increasing my liberties as I reduce his area. I'm, of course, looking at the Atari. Not that it works, but I can't help but look at that. Actually, this is just a bad idea because it doesn't work. So why am I doing it? Ooh, to increase my liberties. Well, if you want to do that, you go to the right. That's where all the space is. So this is just a mistake on my part. I'm fishing around because he's weak here. He has two weaknesses. He fixes the wrong one. Or rather, here, he fixes the wrong one. Because if he does nothing, Atari, save, connect, connect. I thought this didn't work. Maybe it does. It's messy. So maybe it's not bad. But this one just works for white. This latest black move kind of shows you what's on black's mind. He sees a weakness and fixes it. He doesn't look whole board. Where are my weaknesses altogether? What kind of weakness is it? And that's where, when you get in the habit of doing 1 and 2 move readouts, you go, well, white, black, which is Atari, and I'm out. Okay, that's not trouble. How about white, black, Atari? There's nothing here. So does this player, is he able to do this reading? Yeah, this is extremely simple reading. But he's not in the habit of doing it as a matter of course, is like every move. Just you look here, you look there, you just look around. Doing little 1 and 2 move readouts. Very meaningful thing to do. Boom. Yeah, I don't think so. I have time to cut. Kill the stones. Kill this group. This whole time, if he says Atari, I'm connected. So I kill that group. Moves like this I could ignore because it's a snapback, but I just take. Threatens my life. And he resigns. So it wasn't an epic game by any means. There's a lot of little things to see that if you put into practice could really help your game. Okay, guys, catch you later.